Here's a question for you. Do you like to drink? Do you like to get drunk? Do you know the Emperador Brandy? And do you want to know how you can actually make money by being an Emperador Brandy fan? So if you're interested, stick around, because in this video, we're gonna break down the Emperador Brandy opportunity, what they are, their stock performance, their opportunities, how they make money, and the most important question is how you can make money with the growing Emperador empire. So if you're ready, let's jump in. Let me share my screen and let's get started. Emperador Brandy is a brand in the Philippines that's very recognizable. Another brand that you would always see in gatherings, either in a small setting, medium setting, big setting, even abroad. Actually, it's one of the best-selling brandies, believe it or not. It's not just top of the liquor brand in the Philippines, it's also the largest brandy producer in the world, and it's expanding across Europe, the US, and China. So today, let's break down how Emperador makes billions, and then how it's positioned for massive growth, and then how you can join that potential growth, right? Emperador, EMPPSE, right? So that's the ticker. Emperador, EMPPSE, right? Let's take a look at the charts for Emperador. Now, this is the all-time pricing, right? Stock prices. And then we see they came out of the gate here at 3 pesos 70 cents, and then 19 up to 22, and then now they're down to 12. So if we take a look at the 3-year chart of the last 3 years, again, it's been up to 21, and then now it's down to 12. So there must be some market factors affecting this dip right now, or there might be a few scenarios, right? So what does this tell you? One thing is that you have to be aware of these market conditions. And then the second thing is that it might be a good time to buy back in, right? To add to your stack. These might be good opportunities to come in, because knowing that the stock value does increase over time, the chances for you to recover and hold, if you have a long-term strategy, this might be a good viable stock for you to add to your portfolio. So let's talk about how they're making their money and their operations. So they are the world's largest brandy producer. Yes, they are. Philippines, Spain, and the UK. Owner of the premium liquor brands Fundador, the Dalmore, Jura, White, and Mackay. And then strong global presence and exporting to over 100 countries. So they have these brands, whiskey brands. They have production facilities in the Philippines, Spain, the United Kingdom, market expansion in China, the United States, and then luxury whiskey markets. And then they're also exporting. So this is the strategic expansion of Emperador. Now, continuing their expansion, they have growth plans that also increase production in Spain, Scotland, and the Philippines. And then they're acquiring international premium liquor brands for them to tap into the luxury whiskey markets, right? So in 2014, they traded at 10 pesos per share. 2019 peaked at 20, and then now 18 to 21, and then actually right now, if we're seeing it, it's down to 12, right? So 12 pesos per share. Now, there might be a good opportunity to get in. One thing that has not stopped it, the liquor sales during the pandemic and the lockdown, and then also their acquisition of the higher-end whiskey brands. So by owning these brands here, they bring in about 45 billion in revenue. Right? That's what happened in 2023. Second one is their premium whiskey, and then you have their global liquor exports, and then you also have their distilleries and manufacturing across three, right? Spain, Scotland, and then the Philippines. Now, how do you invest in Emperador Brandy? So the first one is you can buy it directly on the Philippine Stock Exchange. So if you're a Filipino, or if you have a dual citizenship and you have a brokerage account with Cole Financial, Dragonfly, BDO Securities, you can put an order in to directly purchase the stock. That's option number one. Option number two is getting it on the Singapore Stock Exchange. EMP is also listed on SGX, not just the PSE. So by having an account with a platform like Interactive Brokers, for example, you're able to access SGX and then purchase EMP through the SGX brokerage. Option number three is you invest in ETFs that hold Emperador. So you have Philippine ETFs like the FMETF, First Metro Consumer ETF, and then you also have some BDO UITFs, right? And then some of these investment trust funds include the Emperador stock. Now, if you're an OFW or if you're a foreigner, the best way is through Interactive Brokers that allows you to trade the PSE. And then you can also talk to your Philippine banks if they allow you to open up an OFW trading account. It's pretty much allowed nowadays, right? Just pick the bank and pick the platform. All right, so that is it. These are your options for investing. And then always make sure to do your own research, assess the risks, see if you're comfortable with those risks, see if you really support the liquor industry. If it's something against your beliefs, then, you know, I'm just here to deliver what the details are, and it's up to you to make the decisions on which one to invest in. There are quite a bit of risks. So economic slowdowns, obviously, if there's less demand for, you know, there's different trends, for example, like people going non-alcoholic, mocktails, things like that. Regulatory risks too. So tariffs, if they're banning alcohol production, things like that, then that might affect it. And then you also have currency fluctuations, right? Again, do your own research, assess if it is a good investment for you. And if it is, hopefully this video helped you out in deciding and then making it easier for you to understand how to invest by being a fan of Emperador. All right, so if you have questions or if you want us to break down any other Philippine stock or have any suggestions on content we should cover next, feel free to drop it in the comments. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.